All right, so I got some stuff done. I've got this to the point I like. I'm gonna start on the other side. This other side is a lot worse. It's already kind of buckled in, and obviously all that rust. So I'm gonna cut this whole thing off, basically right where the door molding starts. I gotta cut this out and plate that in for grafting this onto the back corner later on in life. That's where I'm at. All right, y'all, big jump. Missed a couple steps, but here's the portion I have done now. Wah, wah, wah. I cut that whole thing out. That's what's laying down there. Cut the whole thing out, replaced it with this 11 gauge again, and I got some Bondo right here still and some rust, so I'm gonna cut this whole portion out up to about here, make a whole patch panel right there, and then get it all finished up welding and reinstall my steps. I got to modify the steps a little bit. I mean, not modify, but you can see under here they're pretty freaking rusted. This original support thing, I'm gonna cut that all out, and I'm actually gonna I'm gonna put in some sort of support and tie this into the actual frame so that you can actually put like all your weight and then some on it, because that's what I have the vision in my head for. So I'm gonna do that. That's it for now. I'm done for tonight. This has been like a 2-week process, this whole video right now. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll have this whole rocker done so that I can start putting it back together for the summer. I got a month. It's March. Today is March. January, February, March. Yeah, today is March. And I've got this whole month to get it ready for April, which I'm pretty sure in Tennessee will be good enough weather to drive this thing mid-April, I hope. All right, real quick. Template that I made. Boom. Cut it out of steel. Boom. Now I gotta line it up, mark the top, cut this section out. I'm cutting higher up because if you can see right here, there's some Bondo still, and I just wanted to be sure to get out of all of it. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully I'll get it done tonight. All right, I'm done. I'm calling it for now. So I got this passenger side as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna get the rest of it with that metal filler or metal enhanced Bondo stuff. I mean, it's not too shabby, but there's some definite, like, I tried to fill all this in because it was a big dip, but I figure I'll hit the rest of that with Bondo. Like I said, I don't really care if it's super pretty, because all of this is probably going to be rhino lined, and so you're not going to notice imperfections, and I don't really care. Obviously, look at it. I don't care about imperfections. I just want to look cool, guys. I just want to look cool, and I'm gonna cut this out and put it on the rear driver's side armor panel, and then I'm gonna get those armor panels mounted. Still don't know. I think I'm just gonna weld them in, but also I might bolt them or nutsert them or something. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see what happens. See what I decide next week. That's it. Peace. So I'm finally gonna get started on something I've mentioned too many times now. Cutting this out and plating it in. I'd like to get this done tonight. Getting started right now. So sorry about that horrible view on that time lapse. I just looked at it. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but sorry. And because of that, I'll only show you 10 seconds of it. I already did that though. But look at that. We got a hole. This feels like progress. This feels like progress. There it is. I'm gonna graft this back here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Probably as low as possible, I would think. So maybe like right there, and then hook it up to the TJ tank right here. Actually, so that might be too low. I don't know if you can see where the tank inlet is. I'm guessing I'd have to be a little bit higher, but I'll do a little messing around and figure that out. Right now, I'm gonna make a template for this hole and cut a piece out of steel and weld it in there, and also clean up these edges a little bit so I don't slice myself open. Got a template made. Fits in there pretty nice. Brought it over here. Got it traced out on this steel, and someone's here to pick up some parts, making money. So I got it traced out on the steel. I'm gonna cut that out and trim it up and make it look good and be done with this. It's going a lot smoother than I thought it would. So hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Oh, I can see my breath. I'm just laughing at myself. I was just coming to check on you. See what she's doing.
Making a plate to fill in a hole.
What hole?
The hole I cut.
Where's the hole?
Got it made. There's the patch. I got it magneted in. The gap edge I think is pretty good all the way around. It's a little big right here, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fill that in, no problem. And I'm gonna get started welding it in, and then I can start addressing the gas tank filler and where exactly I want to put that, which it's still kind of up in the air, but we'll talk about that in a sec. Got it done. It's patched in. It looks horrible. It was just like, I just need to get this in quick. The whole thing's gonna be covered by the quarter panel anyway, so I really just wanted something nice and solid in there. It's in there, can't punch it out. It is what it is. I'm not even gonna like Bondo fill or anything like that, because like I said, it's gonna be under, the body armor is gonna come to like here, and so it really doesn't matter. Technically, didn't even have to patch it in. I think the body armor will cover the whole hole. Anyways, that's done. Now I can focus on the gas filler and putting it in the rear quarter. Hopefully get to that tomorrow, which is gonna be in half a second for you. Okay, I'm gonna show you my options. So option one is right here, and this is the one I'm leaning towards. It's the one I've had in my head the whole time. I cut the sheet metal down a little bit on this, so the footprint's a little smaller. I think I can put it right about there, and it won't look too funny. My other option would be to put it like right there, but my wheel well is probably going to be cut out right about there. So it would be sitting right over the wheel well. I think that would look funny, and also you would be able to see the tube. And I think I'm gonna stick with my original vision, which was right there. So I'm gonna trace this out and cut it out. This is a big deal because if it doesn't work, I'm wasting a whole lot of time and probably money. So I'm gonna look at it a little closer, make sure that's gonna work, and then do it. All right, so I cut off all the excess sheet metal, and traced it. So what I'm gonna do is cut that out, and I'm actually it's gonna kind of sandwich. I don't know what it's called, but it's not butt welding, lap welding. I'm gonna lap weld it. So it's actually gonna be sitting behind the sheet metal, and it'll be like 2 layers of sheet metal where it's welded, which is how it was done the first time. I realized as I was looking at what I had in my hands earlier. So I'm gonna do it like that, and hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens. All right, check it out. It's all welded up. I'm happy with it. And I'm excited because I'm way ahead of schedule, and I can actually start cutting to put this quarter panel on. So I'm gonna cut as much as possible out. The wheel well hooks up right about here. So I've got a good 5 inches around this whole thing that I can cut completely out. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's a little scary, but this whole project has been a little scary, and I think I'm conquering fear here. Conquering fear, guys. Don't be scared. Don't let fear, in the words of our great and powerful leader, Donald Trump, don't let fear control you and rule your life. It was something like that. It was good. It was right after he defeated COVID all on his own with no medical attention from anybody. It's great. All-powerful leader. I was being sarcastic. Boom. Got him. Cut off the quarter panels on both sides, or the rear quarters on both sides. Now I'm ready to clamp up the body armor. I'm gonna grind all this down to bare metal, clamp up the body armor, and maybe throw a couple tacks on it. I'm not quite sure if I'll do that today. I figure I should probably start that when I have enough time to absolutely finish it. So might not be today. We'll see what happens. Also, I was looking at this, and since I mounted this a lot lower than I thought I would, I've got plenty of room up here for taillight activities. So I've got a plan on those, and we'll see if that plan works whenever I feel like getting around to it. Y'all, I almost forgot to even videotape this. So I've already gotten started. I'm using these clamps, clamp it up to where I want. I'm staying right on the body line, and I'm just taking this wire wheel, kind of going like that, getting all the paint and stuff off, and then putting some stitch welding all the way down. When I'm done with that, I'll go through and clean all the metal, lay down a consistent bead. I'm not a welder. I don't like saying stuff like that because it makes me sound like I know what I'm doing. I don't. I'm just gonna put a bunch of little tacks like this until everything's filled in, and then I'll be really happy. I didn't trim this yet, so I'm gonna have to probably just cut enough off so the tire definitely doesn't rub. My dad has a plasma cutter, and I think that's what I would like to use. So I'm gonna weld this all up, cut it so the tires don't rub, and then do the finishing at my dad's house with his plasma cutter. That's the plan. Gonna get back to work. Y'all, it's been weeks. It's been weeks. I just can't seem to find time to get this shit done. So I welded this passenger side up, had a whole lot of trouble with it the whole time, couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong, and it finally dawned on me that I was using this giant extension cord and couldn't get enough voltage. out of my machine because of the extension cord. I was like, man, on the driver's side, you know, I got no problem penetrating. No problem at all. But that's because I'm plugged in nice and close. Figured that out. So now I will try. I mean, and it's just annoying because I did the whole top section really shitty. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's kind of the story of my life. I don't know what I'm going to do. Couple of updates. I am sick of filming. I just want to get this done. So I've got everything welded in. After realizing my mistake with the extension cord, everything went pretty good. You can see, kind of just like tack welded it. And I mean, just a bunch of tacks all the way down. I like the way that looks. It looks, I like it. I'm keeping it. I'm not grinding it because I want to drive it. Maybe next year I'll be grinding it. So I'm using Land Rover Defender taillight. It's LED, super bright. I bought them for my Defender and I needed taillights because I want to get this thing driving because look at this, guys. It's like 75 degrees out today. I just want to drive my Toyota. So installed that, got it wired up. I'm going to do the other side. And I'm going to show you guys something in just a second, what I'm doing about this gas tank filler. And I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk and jump cut all this. Walking, still walking, still walking, still just walking. So what we have here is a Jeep YJ frame. I bought another YJ that I've been parting out. I already made all my money back and about $400 excess. I've got the frame left, which is largely rust free. It's already got an outboard full width axle for Chevy perches kind of welded in. It's got a Dana 44. It's got this 14 bolt that came with it. It's got the original. Making a lot. I'm probably gonna make about $2,000 on this. But what it has is the filler for a YJ, which the YJ has the filler right about where I put it in the fj40. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna take this off and see if it actually will fit the YJ tank, if these openings are about the same, which got a YJ tank right here, I just realized. And damn, they won't fit. But this neck is much shorter versus the TJ neck comes all the way down. I'll show you the difference in a second. So I'm gonna take this off and get started on that. All right, I'm about to cut these fenders. So, well, not cut these fenders, cut this metal out. You can see I drew that. I actually traced this front portion to get the curve to look, you know, about the same. I think I'll like that. And it looks like it'll clear the tires. I'll probably round it off right in here now that I'm looking at it a little more, but we'll see how it turns out. All right, got that done pretty darn quick. I'm really happy with it. Let's check it out. I am a fan. I think that turned out so good. I'm so excited right now. All right, first drive of the year. I just took it out. Went and got a piece of steel for the tailgate that I'm gonna fab up. So that's what she looks like. And I think she looks great. Man, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't know if Tom's having gender issues, but I don't know what the pronoun is. I don't know what his pronoun is. I'll figure it out. Oh, that's it, I guess, for this one. The taillights turned out great. The gas filler works great. Boom. I got it all figured out in here. This being the vent. I got it all hooked together just with reducing hose sizes. It's just the vent. I'm not gonna put any clamps on it or anything. Now I just gotta work on the tailgate. That's what I got going over here. I'm just gonna literally weld a big piece of steel across both of these to keep them hooked together, and then pop the original hinges off. But I'll figure something out. Probably make a little short video on it. Stay tuned. That's it.